Hi, everyone. It's Life and Vibe, otherwise known as Ray. And it seems our wonderful friend, Sarasota Tim, the infamous YouTuber, has been channel striking again for copyright. And as we know, this seems to be a pattern. And there's obviously, we know questions as to whether or not it really is Sarasota Tim. So I'm going to try to show some potential receipts in a moment that I believe it is potentially coming from them, or at least somebody working on behalf of this person, just because of that. Or maybe they're just using their information. If that's the case, I would be concerned because it could potentially cause a demise to the channel. I sometimes wonder if I know the person is upset when people do reactions because they are trying to rebrand their channel, and they are also trying to stop reaction channels from using their content because they really fully believe that it is not under fair use, and they themselves are committing, Sarasota Tim that is, a terrible copyright problems with using YouTube's trademark problems, using YouTube's trademarked logo to create their Sarasota Tim t-shirts that they're hanging in Walmart's, probably without Walmart's permission, and just doing it to, obviously, to create content. And I feel that Sarasota Tim's friend JJ is obviously somewhat, lighting a little bit of a fire under Tim's proverbial behind and getting them to react to reaction channels by striking them. It's not just me. I believe I know it's been Buckeye Gordon has had a strike. And I have recently seen one of the videos that Zachary Michael did on Sarasota Tim's cholesterol was also off their platform. So I watched it, and then suddenly, about the time that Buckeye was getting struck, I had noticed that Zachary Michael's video on the cholesterol had disappeared. And then I had noticed today myself that two videos, as I said, were struck on my channel. And I will bring up those now. So let's take a look at these so I can bring some focal interest. Actually, let me do that here and bring up fair use real fast, just because we are going to do a quick reaction to the creepy paying it forward coffee video after we take a look at some of these receipts pertaining to potentially it being Sarasota Tim doing this, or at least somebody under their name, or at least they need to be looking out because they're using your email, Tim. And it's not the one on the about page. It's a much older email address, And so it does connect back to this person for some time. And so I don't know, like I said, is it somebody who is acting on behalf of this person? Because you would have thought, with all the emails coming to this particular email address from YouTube and all of these counter notifications and potentially notifications from YouTube once they've done their copyright, that this is the email that they're accessing. So the people accessing this email address would need to also have the passwords and everything involving that email address. So that's giving a lot of information to what I would think would then be probably a complete stranger. And so there has been always this question, and there always is a question: is it really this person, or is it somebody else doing it? Is it someone just being malicious? But anyway, let's take a look real fast. So I'm going to make me small. So I got these, obviously, copyright strikes. And people say about whether or not to share this information or not. It doesn't really bother me. At this point, it's these two particular videos. It was these particular moments in time, just, I think, randomly picked for just whatever reasons. I don't think there's anything, because there's never really anything in the action. They just pick this random time. So then you find out who is the actual person that is making these claims. And I've always had, for every strike that I have received for copyright, for content, has always been this Tim Baker Sr. at yahoo.com. So I'm going to take this one down. And I can't show you the older ones because all those previous strikes and any information around that has gone. But obviously, it has affected my channel. So if you do like my content and the fact that I do try to call out Sarasota Tim and his behaviors, especially trying to get money out of potentially, vulnerable elderly people, then, please hit the like, subscribe, and all of that. It will help me build the channel. There are community memberships too. And I was hoping to introduce some new people as well. And Tim just keeps coming back. I keep trying not to react to him so much. So if he was not so problematic, I would stop making content. But he continues to be somebody I find problematic. So, and I'm wanting to introduce new people always. And again, the second video, again, it's the same email address. Tim Baker Senior, SR at yahoo.com. Okay. So, like anybody who's going to do a vague amount of investigation, you want to try to find out, is there anything that links that email address with this person? And so this was something I found, because I want to make this quick, that I found to be quite interesting. And it dates back some time ago to a Harley Davidson forum. And if you're familiar with the content of Sarasota Tim, then you can pretty much think that this is probably the same person, or Tim is very trusting and has given his email address to somebody and allows them to also have his password and therefore access to everything in regards to his Yahoo email account, which I would find interesting and remarkable, because this dates back some time ago. And so it's not, as people will show you in a second, it's not the same as on his About You page. And I think there's a reason why he would be using more of his personal email address to do this, rather than the ones that he uses with his YouTube account. I think he wants to keep it away from that address. So this is from 2010, October the 7th, 2010. It's 6:59 a.m. It's from a Timothy Baker Senior on a Harley Davidson forum. Obviously, you can see a little Timmy here. We'll click into the little picture here, and you can see his public profile picture, and it's occupation sales. Interesting. That meets with the door-to-door sales, the marketing entrepreneur that we know that he is. Then obviously a picture of a bike. We know the love of anything with wheels and a motor and a need for gasoline. Tim is going to take a picture of it and post it. And we have a picture of his lovely Harley here. So anyway, let's go back to the post here because it's quite interesting. So this was, he joined in May 2008, had placed 236 posts, and he was saying he was from, Atlanta. And it says, anyone near Atlanta want to ride to Grand Canyon leaving this weekend? I'm in Atlanta, and we know that obviously Tim's children, a couple, maybe his daughter, I think it's maybe just the daughter, lives in Georgia. And he obviously has a history of having lived in Georgia in the Atlanta area. And I'm leaving for the fourth time cross country on my electric glide. I have a 08 with 65,000 miles. This is a great time of year now. So this is 15 years ago. And so Tim would have been 51 at the time. I'm guessing his children would have been grown. And maybe he was single and carefree. It says this is a great time of year now that the heat has broke and the weather out there looks perfect. Contact me at Tim Baker Senior or SR at yahoo.com. I'm looking to camp. However, with a second rider, a room can be had each night for what a single rider pays to camp. So here we have Tim, very willing to share a room with literally a complete stranger, which we know he has no problem doing that, going to complete strangers' homes with his subs on YouTube. and wanting to obviously save some money here. This way we can travel in style and the most comfort. So he's hoping to find a way to get a hotel room and share the cost. Just gonna ride out there and see the big hole. Maybe stay an extra day and ride back. Okay, hurry! I'm almost out of here. Later, Tim. So Tim always trying to find somebody to share in his adventures other than his family. And this person here says, "Stop by in Albuquerque and I'll buy you a beer." And this is when Tim was drinking, so he would have liked this. And then we have Madam Moderator over here. Me. And then, expletive. I can't go, but really want to make that trip someday. Safe travels. And then somebody else gives some more information about the fact that they wish they could go, and they share some photos and so forth and things that obviously could be had. And then obviously if I go in to look at joining or looking at any of our friend Tim's past threads, because I believe this is Tim here, that we will need to join the Harley Davis forum. And they have not had any action here for quite some time. It seems they haven't posted anything probably since about 2011, from what I could gather, taking a look at this. And so maybe Tim moved on to some other type of social media at the time, or some other hobby or whatever. But this is when they were definitely, he was out here doing all of this stuff. It was just Tim Baker at the time. One Sarasota Tim at the time was just this character, Tim Baker, Harley Tim. So yeah, I thought that was an interesting thing to see. And so this email has been around for quite some time, and it's the one that shows up on the copyright strike. So in my thought, at least, it's somebody with a that's very much connected to Sarasota Tim. All right, let's quickly get over to this React. I'm going to speed him up to 1.5. The reason why I wanted to react to this one quickly is he had some very interesting interactions at the Pay It Forward following the rebrand of the channel, which also includes obviously having not a minimalist life, because look at all the stuff in the back of the car. Look at this. It's a laundry basket of laundry. Well, obviously. Multiple hats here. I mean, how many hats do we have? Baseball hats. I mean, just plastic bags tossed back there, not even folded neatly, just tossed. I mean, for somebody, this is becoming like the other vehicle. It's obviously using this vehicle a lot. I mean, look at this. All right, Tim, creep everybody out at the McDonald's drive-thru. Take it away.
I hope the video started already. I got a coffee here for 99 cents. And I'm at a McDonald's that I don't come to very often at all. I see a nice,
like I said, I don't know if he's got trademark permission just to pop this on t-shirts like this, but I guess so, hey, because he's such a, savvy understander of the laws around trademark and copyright. I would think that he has asked for the permission from YouTube to use their trademarked logos on his merchandise without them having an issue. I'm sure they're okay with that.
I guess that's that person I saw. And let me get my other credit card out. How much is the order behind me? $5.35. I'll take care of that. No, you don't need it. It's a different card. I know about that. Product knowledge, baby. Yeah. Oh, would you do me a favor and hand this card to the person I just bought? Okay. Thank you. That you guys told me to do. That's the first time I remembered it.
No, I think that would not be a good idea. You're at another business, which is McDonald's. You don't pay their employees to do your work. And now this isn't paying it forward. That's then an advertising costs. That's not because you're being charitable. That's because you hope to gain something, which is somebody to check your channel out. So that doesn't become a paying it forward. That becomes marketing. So it completely changes it. See, Tim has, it's all about gaining something for Tim at the end of the day. That's why he doesn't like for anybody to criticize anything that he does in these videos. This isn't a rebrand, Tim. You said that you were rebranding. What's the rebrand? Striking channels and hoping that you could try to, clear away anything that's been said negatively against any of your behaviors that you show to be quite problematic and narcissistic traits on this channel.
So let's see what happens now with the beat.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Thank you. All right. Got the large coffee. They're going to pay. They're giving my card to her. She doesn't want to accept it. She took it. She's explaining that somebody bought it. I'm already too far away to hear and see. Oh, they're driving a Mercedes.
Well, they think you're just somebody who tried to hit on them if they're a woman, Tim. See, that's creepy. See, this lady thinks you saw them in your rearview mirror and that you bought them breakfast and then left your business card because you're hitting on them. You see, that's what you're not understanding when you're doing that to somebody that's not the same sex as you in potentially these situations. People are going to think that that's you being inappropriate, not you marketing your YouTube channel. Just say.
And let's see what they do. They're pulling away. They're actually coming up behind me now. And they're going the other way.
Yeah.
Well, she probably thought, what'd you give me that car?
Yeah, they're trying to get, and he's so upset too, because obviously, as we know, we've looked at the DSM-5. I've read through that before about how they need people who with narcissistic personality traits need to have this recognition and adulation and, feeling unique and special. And this has, totally blown Tim away. He feels that being Sarasota Tim, a YouTuber, this is the pinnacle of his life. That's why he doesn't want channels like mine around who call out for his problematic behavior. This is so self-centered, Tim. This person can't wait to get away from you as fast as possible. Them seeing you pull over and slow down, now they're really concerned.
Careful, we're not gonna buy something. I don't know if I'll hand the card out again.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I don't need to do that.
No, you don't.
What if he suggested that I should? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. If I pay it forward, should I ask I think that lady was just,
Yeah, that's not paying it forward, you see? That's the difference. You see, paying it forward, you wouldn't even film. Well, see, you had to film it because we said you were never paying it forward. So now it's become your thing to do it all the time. So now, but the only place that it happens is the McDonald's. It would be nice if you could vary it, like maybe actually do some like real charitable work.
He was a senior citizen, and maybe she just didn't, understand.
Oh,
whatever.
Because you're not a senior citizen.
Anyway, we got us a McDonald's coffee, baby.
It says the man who always buys the senior coffee, calling somebody else by that moniker.
And we are absolutely crushing it already on Super Bowl Sunday. I don't feel, too fat. I'm bringing that up because I'm actually liking my.
I guess he's still trying to sell the Honda. This is the for sale sign over here. I thought you were just going to, run through that ad and keep the car. I guess he does not want to keep that Honda. He is desperate to unload the Honda. It's beyond just saying you're going to let the ad run now, Tim, because you've got a for sale sign actually physically on the vehicle. So that's a very active sign of trying to sell the Honda, the CC Rider, the Crushing It for Christ Rider.
Shirt, Walmart special. And I'm thinking that I got almost 11,000 steps in yesterday, by the way. Yeah, sure did. Got 6 creams on this coffee. Let's try it out. I don't have the mic on, but I'm going to block the mic for future slurps. Someone told me yesterday I just can't stand that. I just don't know any other way to, oh my gosh, that's good coffee. I just don't know any other way to take a hot sip of hot coffee. Oh my gosh. McDonald's coffee, they're using the paper cups, even on large, super hot, fresh in the morning. McDonald's roast, 6 creams. I drive with my knee.
This says, "The heck with the cholesterol numbers."
Nobody in front of me. I mean, infinite room. I was watching my video the other day, and people are always like getting on to me about hands on the wheel.
Yeah.
Folks, I got skills. Anywho, this.
Yes, you have skills, and you just had your eye operated on. So you're no hands here, bragging you have skills, and then having just not even, I think, a week post-op. Maybe not even a week at that point, with having a stent put in your eye, and you're out all cavalier like this. Just no sense of any consideration about anyone around him. So me.
A hot cup of coffee. And
My opinion.
that's the best cup of coffee I've ever drank in my life. McDonald's coffee, baby. Get you one.
Look at this. How reckless is that? It's just very and Tim's audience, comment section is a way to stop people from subscribing to his failing channel. And obviously Tim hasn't posted for 19 hours. And I believe that's to cause drama. I don't think anything is going on. Tim just has these times where he likes to strike at other channels, and then he likes to disappear for a little bit, and then he'll pop out like 7 videos. So don't worry, anybody. Nothing going on. Just Tim trying to cause some traction to his channel. And I just hope over time that the continuing striking of channels is just going to end up running afoul with him.
Wow. Let's put that down. It's the same. It's consistent. It's the best coffee you ever drink in your life. Get it. Update. 72 beautiful degrees. Sunshine for the foreseeable future. No rain here in South Florida. Nothing but peeps with hundreds falling out of their...
Yeah, and nothing has changed. The content's still the same. That's why I put it at 1.5, just to try to see if he said anything vaguely more interesting through this video. Probably not. Probably could end it here.
Pockets down here. Spending, living, enjoying. This is where the happy people are. Because this is where the people are that, got it. You're like, I don't want to be in that cold. I don't want to shovel snow. I want to go to all the cool places. I want to be on the beach. I want to go to Disney. I want to go to the villages. I want to go wherever. The Keys. We got it all down here, baby. We are the knees bees right now. Because
are you going to be posting on a forum board, seeing if you can share a hotel room for more comfort? Oh, that's right. You've got the RV. I guess you'll be asking for your subscribers to send you coffee money for gas.
They're like one of the only warm spots in America. Now, don't listen to me brag so hard come this summer. I'll tell you why. Oh, man, that's so good. I told JJ and Bev yesterday, I say it every year, but you can't believe a damn thing I say. And if I take a month, 2 months.
No, you really can't. And what happened to all your other friends out in Vegas, like Johnny Vegas? It seems like you left Vegas not in a little bit of a sad state because you were eating alone. And I just feel like the sort of fanfare and the excitement that had previously accompanied your trips to Vegas just wasn't there this time. Something happened that time in Vegas or Laughlin or wherever you were. Sorry. Out west.
The entire summer. Some of it. Piece of it. Anything. Out of here. I want to do it. I've suffered too long. This is the last place you want to be when the sun is only a mile from the state in the summer. The humidity, 24/7 air conditioning, 90 degrees, 24 hours a day. Mosquitoes, bugs, sweat, hot, humidity, awful, just awful. Those dog days anyway, especially that July and August. I got to find a way to get out of here. And I know it's hot everywhere, and I'll eat my words right now. It's good coffee.
This seems, as you can hear, it's interesting, if you compare it to what he was saying in the Harley Davidson forum about wanting to get away from the heat, breaking or escaping the heat. And so Tim has never been a fan of the heat, even back 15 years ago. So this is the common theme. It attaches to that email address. So like I said, if he's given permission for somebody to access the email address and his password to get into it, that's then the person sending those copyright strikes to my channel. In my mind, it is Tim. Angry, entitled Tim, in my opinion.
In July and August, I will take this every day of the world before I'll ever put my body in Utah, Las Vegas, Nevada, Arizona, Bullhead City, Laughlin, Nevada. I will forget it. Believe me, all that baloney, it's dry, it's hot, it's an oven. It is way worse. And this is horrible. So if that gives you any kind of imagination. Hey, there's a Walmart there. I could use some stuff. What if they got any eggs in? Let's go check it out. You guys want to do a little Walmart shopping?
Of course, because, you know, Tim the minimalist needs to have more plastic bags to fill on the back of his car seat.
Let's see if they got some Sarasota Tim t-shirts. I haven't checked this one yet.
I don't know. That doesn't say registered trademark for that YouTube over here, Tim. So I feel like you might have taken their trademark logo and just stuck it on a t-shirt without their permission, which might be a violation of a trademark that they could have. I'd just be cautious of that, Tim. You're lucky that YouTube is, you know, seemingly on. I think he feels that he is invincible with YouTube, that he can act however he wants, that he can strike other channels regardless of their size, that he is literally the king of YouTube, that he can put this on his t-shirts without ever having cleared probably for trademark. He's obviously going outside of YouTube to put this on and saying it's at Walmart and just, I mean, obviously it's potentially a parody, but there is licensing that probably is required to use that. And for somebody who, like I said, is so eager to use the copyright strike system that YouTube provides, with having not taken anybody to any type of court outside, you know, in the US, you know, he literally would have needed to take us to court around copyright, and that's not happened. And so he's misusing that particular sort of feature that YouTube provides in order to make it easier for people to make these claims, but it kind of also takes it out of YouTube's hands too and puts it between the creators. So that's why YouTube makes it so easy. And Tim really does exploit the system here. And so he's just feeling like on top of the world at the moment. He's invincible. All right, keep going, Tim.
Man, oh man, that's good coffee. If I have to leave it in my car to nuke it when I get home, I will, because I'm already all hopped up. But yeah, jumping in that Super Crusher, pulling that Super Crasher. That's my Ford F-250 Super Duty and my Flagstaff 2024 FKBS 25-footer. Everybody
knows, and you're not obtaining any new viewers, Tim. In fact, your views are down substantially. So I think he's trying to get a whole new set of subs and viewers, and I think that ship has long sailed. And I think your current actions, Tim, are going to sink the ship if you're not careful.
Just the idea now, after it's been like a little bit of downtime, although the weather's good right now, I'm not going anywhere. Another 30 days. Oh, the more I start talking about it, we're getting ready to go, baby. We're going to go. Because, you know, nobody's promised tomorrow. If there's something that you want to be doing, you better get at it. Because you don't know what tomorrow holds. You don't know what next month holds. There's a guy right here crossing. Looked like you got a Sarasota Tim t-shirt on. Man, I'll tell you, I'm feeling good today. I'm so happy to be released from convalescent care and to be out and about. And the idea of thinking about traveling, driving that beautiful new truck, that great camper with the Dexter axles and the Goodyear endurance tires, really gets me excited. Really does. Let's back this baby in. This fine machine. Hey, we got the car wash down the street.
He's just, you know, people are going to be wondering, here's this guy showing up with this Walmart, his t-shirt with this on it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think the ship has sailed, Tim.
We're going to do that next after we do the Walmart. Yeah, I got the Suds Stop membership. I might even go to the range today and blast my Kimber 1911.
There's a lot of stuff on the back of your car seat, Tim. It's a lot of stuff.
With the right hand. I was watching a good video this morning on YouTube of military training back in the black and white days, and I learned so much stuff. You know, if you train yourself and you get the proper information, everybody's an expert on the internet, I know. But if you get like this video, it was a training video.
Yeah, including you, Tim. Hey, keep scratching at your eyes.
It had nothing but truth. You know the truth when you hear it. The truth will make you free. And there were some mistakes I was doing in my grip and understanding about raising the firearm. And once you're trained properly, like driving, you can never forget. Now you can intentionally not do the right thing, you know, and try to, you know, shoot from the hip and do all these things with driving, which a lot of people seem to do. I know they know better, but they break the rules. You know, there's a statement that I believe is true. I heard that most Americans would fail a driving test. Who agrees with that? Let me know in the comments.
Don't, because he's trying to get engagement.
Hey, now's a good time, if you don't mind, to ask you if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel. It really helps me out a lot. I am fighting the algorithm all the time. Thank you very much.
Well, that's your own self, Tim, because you keep doing really not nice things to other channels, and so you're going to be tanking yourself. Okay, so just we keep warning you. You don't want to listen.
So I'm here at the Walmart. I'll end this video. We'll create a new one. So all these little videos can be short and sweet. You don't trail off on me, and you can enjoy a new video of a new thing. Right now, I got to enjoy this coffee. That's the best cup of coffee I've ever drank in my life. I'm telling you, it's good. I'm going to cap it. I hate to cap it. It's so good right now, the perfect temperature. And I'm going to get the mic out, the selfie stick out, hit the Walmart, and crush.
No. And the thing is, Tim, you keep telling everyone that other people are copying your channels. Now, there's two ways that it obviously can be understood. One is that he literally thinks that people are stealing his ideas around doing vlogs and doing the fireside chats. And that's already been shown by Darling that Tim copied another channel from a gentleman called Rusty. And I can't remember the rest of the name of his channel, and I do apologize, but that was shown to be that Tim quite clearly, even things that he said about you do you and you know, you do you and I'll do me or whatever, that was also somebody else's tagline. So Tim is very clearly taking ideas from YouTube and using them in his own content. I can't say anything that I do is original. The only thing I can say is original is obviously the research that I bring in my channel, like finding Tim's Harley Davidson post from 2010, which clearly talks again about the heat. It's very clearly this person, whoever it is, like I said, is still using that email address, whether it is his about section. Let's go over here real quick just to show you the one that's on his about page, because I know it's not the same, but that's not the point. I don't think he would use the same. I think he would use a more personal email address, to be honest. Because this was his YouTube, Saratoga Tim YouTube at mail.com. Oh, hold on. Let me share this page real fast, because I think this seems like a new one. This seems like a potentially new Saratoga Tim YouTube at mail.com. That seems like a new email address. I want to say that's changed from before. I want to say that seems new. And I don't believe that would be the one that he would use to do the copyright. I think it's his old personal Yahoo account email that we find linked to that Harley Davidson forum talking about going west again and breaking away from the heat. So yeah, that seems, like I said, I'll show that real fast. Says, you know, the heat has broke. You don't like the heat. And he's obviously, you know, trying to get out west. I mean, I can't say, you know, and then showing the bike. I bet you anybody knows that he had this particular bike back in the day. And you can check his 236 posts if you want to join the Harley Davidson forum. That's all up to you. But anyway, guys, I've already made this video already too long probably, and I have a lot of work to do today. But anyway, if you do want to show support to my channel, like I said, just make sure that you subscribe, hit the likes, leave a comment. That helps me, and we'll keep showing Tim and his nonsense. All right, guys, talk to you later. Bye.